What's up, everybody? AttackOnAnime back with another one. Here we're doing a fairy tale chapter review. Now, today we're going to review chapter 469. And this chapter was it's interesting in a sense of how, like, we're in the middle of this big war, right? And then this chapter just it was okay. And that's rare for me to say for a fairy tale chapter. I mean, basically, the whole chapter, Natsu gets magic cancer. Basically use brandish power to minimize the tumor Natsu had in his brain, and then he's just back in action.
A thing that confused me about that actually was because they said it came from Natsu pretty much exerting too much magical energy.
But he's done that before.
And a couple things actually, because one, he didn't fire off that last attack, so I don't see how he could have exerted too much magical energy because he didn't actually fire it off. And there's been times where he's come closer to exerting more, like when he ate the god flames, right. When he had the black god flames, he literally expelled all the magical energy in his body, and then literally got back up and kept fighting. Or when he ate the lacrima against Jalal, like they literally said he should have died, like he shouldn't have been able to survive that. So it's just like, as of now, it's just like, okay, that was kind of out of nowhere. I just feel like they needed a reason to show Brandish isn't as evil as you think she is, especially since we just found out that Lucy's mom didn't actually kill Brandish's mom. So they were just like, all right, now we gotta find out a way to make sure she's good. Like, I feel like by the end she's gonna be like on their side, but not on their side. Like, she's gonna probably help them defeat the Alvarez Empire, but then leave afterwards. Like, she won't join Fairy Tail or anything.
You never know with Fairy Tail, man. If God Jill joined,
yeah, but
or Juvia.
I guess, like you said, you never know.
They're gonna be friends.
Another thing that kind of upset me about this chapter was the fact that all these battles that were kind of like built up in the previous chapters, like between the Twin Dragon Slayers and their opponents, and Kaguya and her opponent, and hers just got reduced to some fan service. Like, I shredded to wear clothes.
So they wasted like 2-3 pages of just straight fan service. I'm thinking I'm about to see like her sword finally unsheathed because it's supposed to be super deadly.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. Okay, this is about to be a good battle. It just reduced just nothing to fan service.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of fans, and like we don't even see them. Like, we just see them all retreat, and that's another thing that confused me. Because it's like, if you're fighting, why would the other opponents just let you run away? Like, they all regrouped and everything, and they're just talking about how they lost. And even the 4 Kings of Ishgard, the fight that I wanted to see the most, even more so than Natsu versus Zeref, because it's seeing all 4 of those dudes take on one dude known as God Serena, and then it's just reduced to nothing. We go back and they're already knocked out. And I'm like, so in the Grand Magic Tournament, you let Jura do all that amazing stuff, but now you're just like, okay, no, we're just going to flip past this. So that kind of raises a couple questions, like, what are they going to do about the rest of them? They still have to deal with Zeref alone, but then God Serena, who took out all 4 Kings of Ishgard, and now you're just like, this dude is on his way to get all of you. Natsu is still passed out from this magical tumor thing. He'll probably be back next chapter since they fixed it already. But it's just like what are you gonna do against these guys if your strongest 4 people couldn't even do anything against them?
And to make matters worse, God Serena is supposed to be the strongest person on Ishgard, but then he moves to the Alvarez Empire. But everyone in the Alvarez Empire is as strong, if not stronger, than God Serena.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like all of these people, even the first dude that Erza fought, she needed help from the gun girl to help take him out, and he was one of the weakest. So it's just like,
and Erza is supposed to be one of the top fairies in Fairy Tail.
Exactly, and it's just like your Twin Dragon Slayers got pushed into retreat. Kaguya is just like, I'm embarrassed, so I can't fight. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. It just seemed like some of this was like a cop out, especially the part with Lucy and Aquarius. Because we find out in this chapter that Lucy and Aquarius's key is still out there. It did a Call of Duty respawn, and like, I was just like, I just feel that diminishes the Tartaros art part where Lucy summoned the Celestial Spirit King, and she had that whole farewell with Aquarius, and I got really invested in that. And even after that, during the time skip, that's when Lucy learned all that new magic with her spirits, and she can change her outfit, and it'll change her power set. So it was just like Aquarius leaving pushed her to get stronger, but now Aquarius just out of nowhere pulls a Goku and just pops up out of nowhere. It's just like, what's up, guys? Like, aren't you supposed to be dead? No, see, I can come back for a little while, even though she was there for a little longer than a little while.
A little longer.
Like, she made it seem like she was going to be there for like 30 seconds and then disappear, but she had time to have full conversations.
At least she saved her life, though.
Yeah, but it was just like, I don't know. It just seems like a cop-out to me. It's just like, I feel like Fairy Tail is like that anime that, like, tries to be reserved on how many characters they want to kill off, because I feel like I really want there to be a major death in Fairy Tail to the point where you're just like, you feel like stakes are on the line. Like, Fairy Tail is a good anime and a good manga, but it's just like, I feel like that those stakes, like, you're in a war right now. Like, I feel like I'm rewatching Naruto in their war when it's just like, alright, you're going against a bunch of people, but none of you are dying. You're just kind of getting beat up. Like, even when the Alvarez Empire, they're made out to be like these cutthroat people, but it's like you let them go into full retreat. Like, either you're really cocky or you're just really stupid. Like, it's just like one or the other. And it's just like God Serena is just like built up to be like, I wanted to see that fight. At least let me see a few panels of it. Don't just go back and they're all just knocked out. And then, like, the chapter ends with apparently Warren getting killed by God Serena. And a lot of people have been speculating that God Serena is probably Yuri. Mm-hmm. If you guys read or are watching the Fairy Tail Zero in the anime right now, Yuri is, I believe, Makarov's dad.
Father, yeah.
And it's just like, people are speculating that that's who God Serena is. I can kind of believe it, because even when he's talking to Warren at the end, it seems like he's a little bit more personal towards Warren. Like, he seems like, yeah, Warren, this is the end for you. And Warren is just like Yuri and Prek, who were the people we started Fairy Tail with. And he was like, I'm coming to be with you guys. And people online are just like, if God Serena was Yuri, then Warren would have known. But that's not necessarily what could happen. It's just like Gray met his father, but didn't really know for sure it was his father. And even Mavis's face at the end, she could sense that Ward was getting killed, but I feel like she can sense that there's something else about God Serena, because they seem to hype him up way more than the other 12 Spriggans. So I just feel like there's something more with him. And if that is Makarov's dad, that'll add more heat to it, because when Makarov sees him, that whole exchange can happen, and it's just like the possibilities of where that could lead to will make the story that much more interesting. But as of right now, that's pretty much all that happened with this chapter.
Yeah, it wasn't much to it.
It was just like pretty cut and base, and then we find out that Lucy's gonna go out there and look for Aquarius. Aquarius was just
eventually
like, I'm not gonna give you any hints to where I am. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, you gotta go out there and find your key again. And she's like, I could be on a different continent. I could be on the other side of the world. So it's just like, will we see, like, Lucy go travel the world to find the key by the end? I know she's gonna find it by the end.
Eventually she will.
I don't know. I want to see the Celestial Spirit King get summoned again, because I feel like if your keys can respawn like that, and you gotta go out there and look for your other keys anyway, you might as well do that. But I guess she doesn't want to give up her keys. I feel like she'd only do it if she was pushed to do it, like she had to, which I feel like they're going to, because it's like, you're up against these guys who, the strongest 4 people on your continent got taken out by one person. And then, like, the other people were just pushed into a full retreat. So I hope the next chapter picks up a little bit more. And I know as of the time that this video is going to come out, we're a week behind. Like, 470 will come out by the time we get this out. But we're going to get caught up on that. We just want to get this out there, because this chapter is going to start setting up the stuff that happens in the next chapter and just everything that goes down from here on out. So we just want to get this out first, and then we're going to get 470 out to you guys either later this week or next week. So we'll be caught up eventually.
Definitely. So, questions to leave with this video. Before we end it off, I want to know 2 things. First, where is Gildarts at? Where is this man at? Supposed to be the strongest mage in Fairy Tail, and he is nowhere to be found right now. I don't know if he's on some random trip right now, chasing after some women.
Dude, he's always missing in action. It's like even during the Tartaros arc, like your whole continent is a war zone. There are dragons soaring across the sky, destroying Face all around the world.
Right.
And I know I know Gildarts is an OG, so it's like I know he at least knows.
He had to see that or something.
He had to have seen it or know what Face is. And like seeing it destroyed, and you hear these dragons roaring, all flying towards your hometown. Like you don't think to go back and be there. And like even after that, when Natsu went on his training trip in the manga, you see a few panels of when he ran into Gildart. So it's just like, dude, I think they be forgetting about Gildart sometimes. Or they're just like, he's so powerful that like we don't want to bring him back until like the last possible second.
Man, they gonna need to do something because these friggin' 12. He have to fight God Serena.
Dude, I think that's what's gonna happen.
And 2, where's Jalala and his crew?
He has all of his crime fighting guild, but you're not in the one place where the most crime is going down.
The most evil dark mage guild is around.
Even at the Grand Magic Tournament, Jalal every year would sense Zeref's presence. Exactly. And it's just like, so you don't sense him actually fighting Natsu right now? Like, are you kidding me? It's just like so many people that are just, they're MIA for like no explainable reason. So it's just like, I hope next chapter that all of them show up. Because if they don't, I don't know what they're going to do. Because I'd assume the Alvarez Empire is still on the move. It's not like just because Fairy Tail is in full retreat, they're all going to sit still and just twiddle their thumbs for like 3 chapters or something.
To be honest, you want to know who I want to see too? I want to see Mr. Guy back in action. I wish we could call him back.
Dude, that dude was a boss.
Mr. Guy was nice. I liked him a lot.
Like seeing like Mr. Guy, I want to see this as a team to fight like God Serena. Mr. Guy, Gildarts, and Loxus. All of them fighting against God Serena.
You're gonna need them.
Cause like after rewatching the Tartaros arc in the anime and seeing Loxus fight that one demon dude, like when he had all that poison going through his body, I'm like, dude, Loxus is a boss. Yes. And now he's back to full power. It's just like, come on, let Loxus loose. Just let him run loose right now.
That's it, man. I need to. So to be honest, I really don't know how they're gonna defeat the Spring 12. I hope Hero does not write himself into a box and in some like BS Madara.
Yeah.
Ending.
Zeref gets stabbed from behind. Like no.
Or even the Spring 12, because if the strongest mage on the continent of Ishgard is on their side now, and they're all as strong as him, how are they literally gonna fight him? How are they gonna beat even the Spring 12?
I don't know. They've only beaten what, one of them?
One, and they needed like 3 or 4 people to
it's just like, what can you actually do against these people?
To be honest, they might need to do a crossover and summon Madara.
Dude, they need someone. They need Luffy, they need Naruto, they need Goku.
They got to summon somebody else from a different anime crossover.
Man, they need to have some magic, split that open, like crossover magic, like just
Mr. Guy could probably do it.
Do something. Like, y'all gonna need something. Y'all need Jesus right now. Like, y'all need somebody on y'all side.
They need a lot more.
And we still gotta remember, Agnologia is still out there too. So it's just like...
Oh yeah, the biggest threat of all time.
It's just like, I don't know. I just can't really... And Natsu's magic is gone. So unless, like Jordan said in our theory video, unless he has that dragon arm, I don't know what he's gonna do against any of them.
He might even absorb Agnolia's power.
Dude.
That would be interesting.
If he kills Agnolia and just takes his power, dude, that would be
cool. Something with that arm, though. He's gonna do something with Agnolia's left arm.
He should do like Agnolia did and bathe in some dragon blood. Like, kill Agnolia, bathe in his blood.
Natsu might turn into a dragon, a full dragon.
I can see it happening. I can see it happening. I think that's gonna be... I think instead of dying, he's probably gonna just turn into a dragon and then, like, roam the earth and protect. And, like, pretty much do what Igneel did. Like, I feel like he's gonna become the new Igneel since Igneel is dead. And he pretty much passed on the torch to him. So it's just like... We're gonna end it with him turning into a dragon, and he's gonna just be that dragon that's nice to humans. All right, guys, that sums up our review for chapter 469, and with additional theories at the end. Yep. And let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you guys. Comment, subscribe, like, share the video, and like always, check out the next one. Yep. Peace. And your way out.